Making quality videos for you is a great pleasure and fun, but also an expensive job. To enhance the quality of our content, we need to continuously invest in new equipment and gear. If you find our content useful and want to support us in covering these costs, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing our videos. It won't cost you a thing, but it means the world to us. Thanks for your support!
Hi and welcome to Cycle Maintenance Academy. I'm Marek and in today's video I'm going to show you how to replace an inner tube on your bike. Okay, let's start.
Tools required. Combination spanner. Most wheels with wheel nuts are attached with a 15mm nut. However, the nut might be a different size depending on the age and design of the bike. For example, most electric bike hub motor wheels use 18mm nuts. 5 or 6mm Allen key. Some through and quick release axles require an Allen key to remove and refit them. Tyre levers. They are little levers that are used for getting tyres off a wheel. They can be made of plastic or metal. The plastic ones are preferable because they will not damage your rim. Pump. There are two fundamental types, hand pump and track pump. A hand pump is easy to carry, but a track pump makes the tyre inflation to the correct pressure much easier. Removing the inner tube. First, remove the wheel. If you're unsure how to do this, I've created quick tutorials for front and rear wheel removal, including electric bike wheels. You can find these tutorial links in the description below. To remove the tube, first locate the valve. If there is a dust cap on the valve, then remove it now. If you have a valve collar, remove it as well. If you have a Presta valve, then unscrew the little brass nut at the top to release the air. It should only be hand tight, but if it's stuck, then use a pair of pliers. Depress the brass nut once it is unscrewed, and the air should whoosh out. The more air you get out, the easier it will be to remove your tube. If you have a Schrader valve, you will need to depress the little pip inside the valve. Go around the rim and push the edge of the tyre away from it. Sometimes moving the tyre from the rim will require some effort, because the tyre sits on a little ledge and you have to force the tyre off it. Do this on both sides. Use the curved end of the tyre lever to fit under the edge of the tyre. Keep it upright. Travel around the tyre about 10 to 13 centimeters and insert the next lever. And keep it upright. Push down on the two levers. The tyre will come off in this section. Take one of the levers and put the hooked part around the convenient spoke. Grasp the other lever and pull it towards you until the whole side of the tyre comes off the rim. Push the valve in and pull the tube away. If you have a puncture, now is a good time to check your tyre. First look at the outside for signs of where something has gone through. Next, put your fingers on the inside of the tyre and start moving the tyre slowly. If you find anything that likely caused the puncture, remove it rather than just breaking it off. If you can't locate the cause of the puncture, it's likely that whatever caused it didn't remain in the tyre. It's also a good time to check if the tyre is worn. If it is, replace it. If you want to patch your inner tube but are not sure how to do this, our video here can walk you through the process. You will also find a link to this helpful video in the description below. Replacing the inner tube. Start by choosing the correct inner tube for your wheel. I've created a helpful video about inner tubes that you can watch here, or you can find the video link in the description below. Put one side of the tyre on, making sure the tyre is facing the right way. Typically, the tread or pattern should be facing forward. Additionally, many tyres will feature an engraved or etched directional marker on the side of the tyre. Before you fit the tube, put a little bit of air into it to give it some shape. Bend the tyre near the valve hole and insert the valve into the hole and allow the tyre to rest above the valve and tube. Gently fit the rest of the tube inside the tyre. Before you start refitting the other side of the tyre, first push the valve up into it. The idea is that the sides of the tyre will go around the thicker bit of the rubber that surrounds the inner tube. With the wheel in front of you, push the tyre into the rim. The centre of the rim, or well, is smaller in diameter than the sides of the rim, so by pushing the tyre into this part, it is easier to put the tyre into position. The tyre should slip on with this method, however, often you get left with the last bit that stretches across the rim. Ease your tyre on bit by bit with your thumbs by pushing it towards the well of the rim. Now push the last bit of the tyre with your hands. If you still struggle, then use the tyre levers, making sure that you don't pinch the inner tube. Check the tyre to see if any inner tube is protruding. If it is, gently push it back into place. Check that the valve is straight. If it's not, then straighten it. For guidance on how to do this, you can refer to my video, linked in the description below. Now it's time to inflate the tyre. If you have a pressure gauge, use it. Check the recommended tyre pressure rating indicated on the tyre, typically in PSI or bar. Inflate the tube gradually while keeping an eye on the tyre to ensure it isn't bulging and that the inner tube isn't trying to escape. If it is, then deflate the tube, reposition the tyre on the rim, and re-inflate. Once you reach the correct pressure, give it a final check. Finally, reinstall the wheel. Finally, reinstall the wheel. If you need guidance on this step, you can refer to our tutorials on how to refit the front and rear wheel on your push bike and electric bike by clicking on the provided links in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear how your inner tube replacement went. If you found the video helpful, you can show your support by offering a small donation with a click on the Super Thanks button. Thanks!